What's good, everybody? Welcome to today's video. I wanted to discuss something that I've been thinking about a lot lately, which is who in the DC universe is the best speedster? Alright, I'm gonna just cut right to it, y'all. The answer is Wally West. Now, before the DC community chasing towards me, give me a bit to explain, and then you guys can have some very, very friendly discourse in the comment section. So, when looking at legacy characters, we have the likes of Sam Wilson, Jane Foster, X-23, etc. Very few of these actually overtake their predecessors to me in terms of nuance, depth, and growth. When thinking about a few that have surpassed, my mind goes to Kate Bishop, Calderon's Aqualad, and actually a good portion of the Young Justice cast. And now, before I get subjected to a witch hunt, alright, I don't really count the Bat family as being legacy characters. Nightwing, Jason Todd, Cassandra Cain. I think they've established themselves enough to where I think they've moved beyond that a little bit. Now, I actually grew up with Young Justice, so my first interaction with any speedster character was the Wally of that show. From then on, I backtracked a few years and watched BTS, SimTas, Justice League, and JLU. It's always shocking to me how many people don't even realize that Wally was the main Flash of that universe. I always found Wally to be more relatable and more entertaining, almost being similar to Peter Parker in a sense. And he also had a cooler suit. I believe that with the nature of the Wally that I grew up on, a big reason why he stands out to me so much is the parallels of him being the slowest speedster in Young Justice, which, as we know, leads to his death, which I don't think I'll ever recover from. But anyways, the parallels of him being the slowest speedster in Young Justice to him being the fastest speedster in the comics. Now, some of y'all may be saying, "Oh, but Barry invented the Speed Force, blah, 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 blah." And to that I say, yeah, sure, that's cool and all, but will anything ever be as cool as Wally being so fast that he outran death itself? I just want us to take a minute as a fandom to collectively let this marinate. This man, Wally West, outran death itself. Yeah, he outran death itself. Now, this is also the same Wally who literally became Dr. Manhattan. Same Wally who saved the Titans from near death in 6 seconds by running across the globe. And I guess it's also the same Wally that got heart palpitations from this piece of shit, but I digress.
Oh, that hurts so good.
Good block. But did anyone see what he did wrong?
Oh, he hit on teacher and got served? Dude!
And look, right, like, this video is no diss to Barry. But it kinda is, though. It kinda is. I mean, I don't know. Feats and powers aside, I always find it so interesting how Wally beat the sidekick persona to the extent that people don't even recognize him as being an ex-sidekick anymore. I think he had a similar trajectory to characters like Nightwing, or even Jason Todd and Tim Drake. Going back to the idea of legacy characters, I think that Wally is a lock in terms of surpassing his predecessor. I'd be willing to bet that when people think of the Flash, there's a good chunk of people who probably think of Wally before thinking of Barry. And you know, I know that Barry just had 8-9 seasons of television or whatever it was, but to me, Wally will always be more impactful.
It's what's his name? Flash Boy!
Kid Flash! Why is that so hard?
And look, like, you know, don't get me wrong, I like Barry and all, but Wally has continually proved time and time again to be more of an engaging character to me. Now, moving forwards with this character, as much as I would want to see Mr. James Gunn use Wally as the primary Flash moving forwards, whenever his Justice League has its inception, I think I'd rather see him as a member of the Titans. Now, look, I may be a little bit biased because the Titans are my favorite superhero team, But just seeing the way that Wally interacts with all those other characters, I think I much prefer it to how he interacts with members of the Justice League.
Wait, are you going to Cadmus? Because if you're going, I'm going.
I think his character just works better, being in the likes of Nightwing and Roy Harper and characters like that.
Did it?
Was there ever any doubt?
Moral of the story today is that Wally looks cooler, he is cooler, he's faster, he's stronger, he's just better overall. Everything Barry can do, Wally can do 10 times better. 10 times faster, if you will. Alright, my friends. Thank you so much for watching, or listening along. Leave a like, and take care.